Call the January 6th, 2020 Belvedere City Council regular meeting to order. The clerk will call the roll.
Brereton.
Here.
Alderman Crawford will be absent. Frank.
Aye.
Alderman Freeman will be absent. McGee.
Here.
Porter.
Here.
Ratcliffe.
Here.
Snow.
Here.
Stevens.
Here.
7 present.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we gather this evening intent on doing good work. We seek to represent fairly and well those who have entrusted us with this task. May our efforts be blessed with insight, guided by understanding and wisdom. May we serve with respect for all, acting with empathy and honesty as we resolve the matters before us. Whenever one of our Belvedere family is lost, we are all diminished, but then lifted up by knowing they are now standing with you, Lord. Please hold the White family in your comforting and healing hands as they and our entire community grieve the loss of Royal White, a good man who served Belvedere as a peace officer for 34 years with honor, courage, and caring. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Under public comment this evening, former Alderman Race has some comments he'd like to make. Andy, you want to come on up?
Yeah, thank you.
We have a copy of this remarks.
I'll take it.
I'm here tonight to,
Andy, just for the record, would you state your name and address?
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my name is Andrew Race. I live at 1716 8th Avenue, Belvedere, Illinois. I'm here tonight to share some information with the citizens of Belvedere and Boone County. I attended the county board meeting on December the 18th, and I presented them with a note, and I'd like to read it to you, okay? It concerns the dissolution on the county's part of the city-county intergovernmental committee, okay? It hasn't been covered in the press. I don't know if aldermen are aware of it. I know there are aldermen here that are on the intergovernmental committee. I don't know if they've shared that information with the mayor or, you know, how they're going to proceed, okay? So let me read to you what I presented to the county board on December the 18th. As I understand, under the county's new committee structure, the intergovernmental city-county committee will be no more. How is this possible? Now, presently at the intergovernmental committee, the city and county work together at closing landfills on Route 76 and behind Farm and Fleet. They share responsibility at the Public Safety Building, and at one time, the city and county planning departments were a joint endeavor under one roof. All work together for the good of all Boone County residents. The question is, what benefit will the city and county receive when they no longer meet once a month at the Intergovernmental Committee? They will no longer be communicating with one another on a regular basis about closing landfills and maintaining the Public Safety Building. Beyond those entities, there are needs to communicate related to concerns of planning and economic development. The city and county need to work together to make good things happen. Another question is, what benefit has the county received by not having a city-county planning department? Here again, the issue of communication comes to the fore, and its diminishment negates any benefits of the separation. A final question. Now, how will the county communicate with the city on a regular, positive basis? Not having an intergovernmental committee with representatives of the city and county meeting once a month will give truth to the adage. We've got this in quotation marks. What is reasonable and logical, government doesn't always do, unquote. I urge the county to maintain and keep the intergovernmental committee and work with the city to keep Boone County the good place it is to live. That's the way I see it. Now, I added a postscript to that missive that I delivered to the county board back on December the 18th, okay? A final note. The city should make it a priority to get the county to continue to work together. Maintaining the intergovernmental committee should be a priority for both governments, city and county. Regarding this kerfuffle, the final question, what is the right thing to do? The answer is obvious. The city and county should act responsibly to maintain the intergovernmental committee and work together. Could I ask the city attorney a question? Mike, doesn't the city and the county have an agreement, a legal agreement, in terms of the public safety building and the intergovernmental committee working on the landfills? Isn't there a legal agreement, a contract that we have with the county?
I don't know, I have to look into it. There is one for the PSB, but I don't know about intergovernmental agreement.
Okay, but
Or
there's
specifically the
the
standing
PSB.
committee, but there is one for the PSB.
Okay. I hope city council members and mayor that you'll look into this and, we're just bringing this up to put it before the public, because I don't think the public has been informed of the possibility that the city and county will go their separate ways from the intergovernmental committee. And I think that would be unfortunate.
Thank you for your presentation tonight, Andy.
Hey, thank you for letting me present it.
Next up, under approval of minutes, I need approval of minutes of the regular meeting of Belvidere City Council of December 16th, 2019 is presented. I'll entertain a motion. Motion by Alderman Porter, second by Alderman Snow. Questions, comments, or proposed amendments to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Brereton.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
7 in favor.
Minutes are approved unanimously. Under number 5, public hearing, we have none this evening. Under number 6, special messages and proclamations. Someone from the Buck Booster Club came to see me today, and February 20th at the high school gymnasium, there will be a group called the Harlem Wizards coming to play a basketball game, and they're going to play teachers. And they also reached out to me to see if there were any members of the council or the city staff that would entertain playing. And Chief Heiser's already agreed to play, and I'm sure that Chief Woody was going to join him. So if there are
Point guard, right?
if there are any of the rest of you that would be interested, please just let me know. And we also will see if there are some folks from Public Works or some of your other police officers or firefighters who would like to help carry you off the court. Should be a fun evening, so everybody think about it and let me know if you are able to participate. Under 7, approval of expenditures, we have none this evening. Under number 8, committee reports and minutes of city officers. Minutes of the Committee of the Whole, Public Safety and Finance and Personnel. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Alderman Ratcliffe, second by, okay, thank you, Alderman Frank. Questions, comments, or proposed amendments to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Frank?
Aye.
McGee?
Aye.
Porter?
Aye.
Ratcliffe? Snow?
Aye.
Stevens?
Aye.
Brereton?
Aye.
7 in favor.
Minutes are approved unanimously. Which takes us to item 9, unfinished business. Up first under A is ordinance 478H, second reading. An ordinance granting special use to allow indoor commercial entertainment bar with video gaming within the general business district at 1500 North State Street. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Alderman Snow. May I have a second, please? Second by Alderman McGee. Questions, comments? Alderman Snow.
Gina, when I was looking through, I don't recall seeing any public comments or issues or concerns.
No one called or came to the public hearing regarding this matter.
And
Yes.
just so we know, this is the House of Bottles that's looking to put video, the
Correct.
potential to put video gaming.
Correct.
Alderman Frank, I see a question.
Thank you. I was just going to ask how many, what number are we at now for video gaming?
Gina?
So the city capped it at 30 establishments, and right now we have 30 establishments. There have been more than 30 special uses granted. This, I think, would be 35 or 36, I'm not quite sure. So basically, if the special use is for indoor commercial entertainment, which is for a bar, video gaming, is multiple uses. And so they can start operating the other uses within that, they just can't do the video gaming. If a video gaming establishment does close, then that opens up the license, and it's a matter of first one to clerk's office with the proper paperwork and the state stuff will be able to snag that 30 spot then. So right now, that's kind of the position the city is in. It's just as one closes, there's others already kind of waiting to grab that spot.
Okay, so we approve it and then he has to wait.
Correct, and I go through a very thorough explanation with everyone when they come in wanting to apply, so they know where they stand.
Additional questions or comments? Alderman Snow.
And how long are special uses like this good for? 1 year or 2 years?
Special uses have to be construction, remodeling, what have you, has to start within a year. They have to be operational within 2 years unless an extension is granted by the council.
Anybody else? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
McGee?
Aye.
Porter?
Aye.
Ratcliffe? Snow?
Aye.
Stevens?
Aye.
Brereton?
Aye.
Frank?
Aye.
7 in favor.
Ordinance 478H, second reading, is approved unanimously. Brings us to item B, which is ordinance 479H, a second reading. It's an ordinance approving a replat titled GCZ Corner Subdivision. May I have a motion to approve? Motion by Alderman Frank, second by Alderman Porter. Questions or comments? Alderman Snow.
Just for conversation, this is at the corner where there used to be 2 houses near the post office and the car wash across from Enterprise. Kitty corner
Exactly,
from Tom
yep.
and Jerry's.
It's the 2 parcels that had houses on them, plus a little 13-foot wide strip that actually blocked their road access to Doc Wolf Drive. So it's 3 parcels total. They'll be combining into one so that they can start moving forward with the commercial development.
Additional questions or comments concerning the motion now on the floor? Yes, Alderman Snow.
Are they already zoned commercial, or is that the next?
They are, the houses were actually non-conforming. The property has been zoned commercial for quite some time.
Anybody else? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Porter?
Aye.
Ratcliffe?
Aye.
Snow?
Aye.
Stevens?
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
7 in favor.
Ordinance 479H, second reading is approved unanimously. Which brings us to item C, ordinance 480H, a second reading, an ordinance granting a special use to amend a plan development within the PI Planned Industrial District at 1050 ECS Way. Motion to approve. Motion by Alderman Snow. May I have a second? By Alderman McGee. Questions, comments? Alderman Snow.
So just for clarity again, this is the quarry out by, is it Irene or Ibsen? I can't.
It's Ibsen Road. There are a lot of quarries kind of in a cluster. So this is what is commonly referred to as the Elmhurst Chicago Stone Quarry. It's a very large parcel. It's kind of bounded by Ibsen, Newburgh, Irene, and the railroad tracks. So because it was amending the original plan development, we had to publish for the entire parcels at several. The only thing being amended is the asphalt batch plant, which is located on the southwest corner of the property near ECS Drive, which many people think is actually just a driveway. There's a trucking operation there, and another industrial use, and then the railroad tracks. It's hidden from the road. It's obviously surrounded, like I said, by the railroad, the trucking operation. Not really noticeable where it is because of the adjacent land uses. And they're just asking to have the same hours that the other batch plants in the area have, so that when they go and bid for projects, they can bid on a more competitive level. Because right now their hours are from 6 to 6, where the other ones are from 5 to 10. So they're not on the same playing field, and they just want to equal that out. There's no houses nearby. Like I said, their quarry, Jack Pease used to rent that land, and now he has his quarry directly across the street. You got the trucking operation, the railroad. Very minimal impact to surrounding neighbors because they are similar land uses.
Alderman Snow, then Alderman Frank.
And again, I assume nobody came to voice an opinion for or against in this
Yep.
case.
No
And
one-
everybody got notified that even the competing quarries that were right next to it.
Correct. All adjacent properties were notified by certified mail. There was a sign posted, which unless you're in the trucking operation, you don't really drive down that street, and it was published in the paper. No one came to the meeting. I had a few phone calls based on the publication, because we have to use technical terms in the publication, and it can confuse a lot of people. So once they got clarification of what the request was, they were like, oh, okay, cool. And no one pursued it any further.
Alderman Frank.
I talked to Gina for quite a while today about all these questions I had, and it creates more questions, and I'd like to make a motion to refer this back to committee for next week so that we can discuss this more.
A motion and a second. All those in favor, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Ratcliffe,
Nay.
Snow,
Nay.
Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Okay.
Porter,
Aye. It will be referred back to committee.
Can I ask a
5 in
question?
favor.
Gina?
If there's questions that were not answered by me or the staff report, if the council could let me know what those questions are so I can be prepared to answer them, because I felt that all the information was kind of put out in the staff report. So if you could let me know what those are and so I can be prepared, I would appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Next up, under D, we have a motion to approve the city attorney drafting an ordinance for gas use tax and agreement with NICOR to collect tax. We talked this morning at length in the department head meeting about our plan of attack going forward. By the end of the month, we will have arrived at a plan of information sharing with all of the potential industrial and residential users of the intent to collect this tax, which they have been avoiding several years, and which everybody else has been paying for several years. So we'll come back to you when the plan is ready to disseminate. Okay, under number 10, new business, we have motions forwarded in Committee of the Whole, Public Safety and Finance, and Personnel of December 23rd, 2019. Motions will be presented by Vice Chairman Burton. Vice Chairman Burton, you have the floor.
Thank you. A, motion to approve accepting the $5,000 donation from Heidi Abramat for purchase of the Durham heavy-duty work cabinet, the Securite gun storage cabinet, and cabinet for the storage of other patrol equipment.
Motion on the committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
7 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously. Thank you, Vice Chairman Burton.
Thank you.
Next, we have motions of Finance and Personnel, which will be presented by Chairman Ratcliffe. Chairman Ratcliffe, you now have the floor.
Thank you, Mayor. B, motion to approve the appointment of Sarah Turnipseed to the duties of city clerk.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
7 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously, and now the city attorney will swear in Sarah to the duties of the city clerk.
Stand up.
Stand up.
There you are. Let's just go up the front.
Okay.
And every time I'm doing this for Shauna, I tend to read too fast, and I always trip her up on purpose, because she had the whole thing memorized. And she one time told me, just lip sync. Don't say a word, I'll just say the entire oath. Okay, ready? Just say it. Please repeat after me. I state your name.
Sarah Turnipseed,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of city clerk
the duties of the office of city clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to thank my family for coming tonight. I would also like to thank the aldermen, the mayor, and especially Shauna Arco for their support. I am very excited to work with each and every one of you under this new role. Thank you.
Clerk?
All right, thank you.
Okay, that's the excitement for the evening. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. I have a motion. Alderman Ratcliffe, second. Alderman Porter. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful evening.